Hi everybody, welcome back. Today's going to be our last video for section 7.5, using an elimination strategy to solve a system of linear equations. What we're going to do here today is we're going to determine the value of each variable independently. So basically what that means is you're going to eliminate x in one and eliminate y in the other. So you're basically doing this twice. Again, not really a strategy I'd use unless it's asked, but you can definitely give it a shot, right? So in the first one here, we'll notice that the x coefficient is 2 and the x coefficient is 5. So we're going to have to multiply, name the equation first, obviously. So what we'll do is we'll multiply equation 1 by 5, right? That'll give us 10x, and do the same, and then do the second equation, right? And we'll do equation 2, we're going to multiply equation 2 by 2, right? And that'll give us the 10x in both, and that's what we want, okay? So I'll take my equation, right? And what we're going to do is we're going to multiply this whole thing by 5, so I put brackets around it, and we're going to multiply this by 5, right? So that means that every term needs to be multiplied by 5, which will give us, let's do this equation again. That'll give us 10x, 15y equal to 40. Okay? So take equation 2, put it in brackets, multiply this by 2 this time, right? Okay? When we do that, steal this equation, obviously. Multiply all the coefficients by 2, so 5 times 2 is 10, 4 times 2 is 8, or negative 8, and multiply by 2 is 12. Okay? And then what we're going to do is we'll underline this equation, and what we'll do is we're going to subtract, okay, this whole equation. All right? We're going to eliminate the variable 10x, all right? So 10x subtract 10x is eliminated, so we did it. 15y subtract 8y would be 23y. I'll be bold. 23y. So 23y, and that's going to be equal to 40 subtract negative 12, which would be 40 plus 12, which would be 52. Then we divide both sides by 23, and we get y is equal to 52 over 23. Now 23 is obviously a prime number, okay? So 23 is a prime number. Which is going to be 52 23rds. Okay? So that's what your y variable is. It's going to be 52 23rds. Okay? Now we're going to do the exact same thing, but this time we're going to do it for the y variable. Okay? So we're going to multiply equation 1 by 4 this time to get it to 12. Alright? And we'll multiply this one by 4 as well. And that'll get it to this by 3, I apologize. And this will get it to negative 12. And this time we'll add them. Just showing them a different way, that's all. So this one will be multiplied by 4, and this one's going to be multiplied by 3. Alright, in doing so, 4 times 2 is 8x, and 3 times 4 is 12, and 8 times 4 is 32. And here we multiply everything by 3, so that'll be 15. And again, this time we're going to add them. And the reason we're going to add them this time is because we have a positive 12 and a negative 12. So we have to add the opposite in order to get rid of it, right? So it's adding a negative, so that'll give us the 0y, which we want to do. And the last one there is 18, right? So 5 times 3 is 15, 4 times 3 is 12, but it's negative, sorry. And negative 6 times 3 is negative 18. So we'll add these together, and this time we get 23x, 8x plus 15x, and 12y plus a negative 12y is gone, and 32 plus negative 18 would give us 14. So we end up this time with 14 23rds. And that's for x, not y, obviously. Okay? Now, again, I'm going to verify these just to double check. So I'll take one of the equations. I'll take the first one. I'm going to verify it. Verify it. Okay. Verify these. Oh, I don't want to fold it. So verify, putting the x and y values in. You can pick either equation. I just picked the first one. It doesn't matter, like I said, which one you pick. Okay. So for x, we're going to put in, probably going to use my other, give me a second here. Here's my equation. We have 2x plus 3y equals 8. Just bear with me for a second here. It's just a lot easier to use the fractions with that one. My apologies. Okay. That red, don't need to fold it. So we have our equation, and we're going to verify the 2 points, the x and y. Okay. Put them in both. So the x value was 14 divided by 23, 14 23rds. And the y value was 52 over 23, 52 23rds. Multiply that by 3. Oh, and that whole thing is going to equal 8. Well, we hope so. If it doesn't, then we did something wrong. So multiplying that, we multiply the numerator by the 2, and we get 28 23rds. Do the same thing over here. We get 3 times 52, which would be 156 23rds. Okay. And add the numerators. So 28 plus 156 would give us 184. 184. And punch that in your calculator. Put 184. 184 and divide that by 23, and we get 8. Right? So 8 is equal to 8, which is what we wanted. And there's your verification. And you can do the same thing. You verify in the second equation as well if you wish. Like you could take the second one. I mean, this is just definitely making sure, right? Again, so we can do the 5x minus 4y equal to negative 6. So we can verify again. All right. So I'm going to steal that just because it's already set up. So 5 and minus 4 equals negative 6, right? So we're just plugging that in. Taking a look to see what we get. Oh. So 5 times 14 would be 70. So it would be 70 23rds. 70 23rds. And then 4 times 52 over 23, that would be 108. Or sorry, 208 23rds. Okay. And then we're going to subtract the two values. And we get negative 138 over 23. Subtract the two numerators. It's negative. And we take 138 on our calculator, or negative 138 for that matter. And we divide it by 23. And take 138 divided by 23, and we get 6. Or negative 138 divided by 23, and we get negative 6. Okay? And that's one of the beauties of algebra. Like I said, you can verify your answer when you're finished to make sure it's correct. Okay? So this is the elimination strategy. All right, and that's it for section 3.5. What we're going to do next is we're going to look at some of the properties of systems of equations. So there's a check your understanding that goes with that. You guys can do the same, and then there's the answer, obviously, and then there's some homework that goes along, page 437, numbers 6 through 10, 12, and 17, and then there's a checkpoint there you can look at on page 441. 1 through 6, and that summarizes everything from the last couple of sections. Okay? Section 7.4 and 7.5. So next, we're going, like I said, we're going to jump into the last section, which is 7.6, properties of systems of linear equations. All right? So that'll be the next video. Thanks everybody for watching. Hope the videos are helping, and we'll talk again soon. Thank you very much. Bye.